Okay, so we're going to save this, and we're going to change it up a little bit every week. This week, I'm going to be the host moderator. Next week, Mary's going to be the host moderator, and then the following week will be Chelsea. We're going to switch it up and bring our different flavor. And we also have an email address that we created and would like for you all to send us your comments and thoughts and suggestions and ideas. And the email is talksontuesday333@gmail.com. So we'll get that in the chat so you can take that and send your thoughts to us. We really appreciate it. And before we get too far into the program, oh, here comes Darian, and we'll admit her in just in time. And I'll wait till she joins us. And I'd like for us all to welcome Darren. And you're just in time because we're going to take about 60 seconds to just get settled. And I'd like for everyone to just kind of drop in that quiet space, that still space. Find your center. Remember your awareness that we are all energetic beings. Connected in the infinite. We are love. We are one. Thank you. I could probably stay in that place a lot longer, but we're only going to be meeting for a half an hour today. So we wanted to get going and hear from you as well as from us. Hi, Cecilia.
Yeah.
And we just took 60 seconds, Cecilia, to just kind of get ourselves centered and find our still spot and connect.
Cecilia,
And what'd you say, Mary? Go ahead.
Cecilia lives in that spot. So
Yeah.
it's already there.
Yeah. Yeah. Has that connection to all. And, you know, I was going to do a little intro of Chelsea, and then she was going to do a little intro of Mary, and Mary's going to do a little intro for me. But you know all of us. But it'd still be fun just to share. And I know both Chelsea and Mary through Reconnective Healing, and I don't have to explain to you what that is. I was just going to give it a couple words because it's so hard to explain. But I saw Chelsea on our weekly gatherings. I was starting, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And I happened to notice that she made a comment that she lived in Idaho. And I sent her a chat comment and I'm like, hey, neighbor, because I live in Oregon. And she didn't respond. And I thought, oh, okay. But that's okay. She showed up every week and did some of the trainings and did some leadership classes. And last October, their Reconnection had a retreat in Tuscany. And Mary talked me into going, and Chelsea and her husband Gordy went. And we got to know them a little bit better, and it was really fun. And then in May, Mary and I hosted a gathering in the Northwest. Christine was there, as was Cecilia, and Chelsea and her husband again came and really helped out. And it was just so much fun. And I've just been it's been such a joy to watch, Charles, how you've just kind of, I guess the word is blossomed. Your understanding, your knowing of that connection with your infinite. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but she's quiet, as those of you who know her know. She's not as chatty as Mary and I are. But when she says something, oh, it's just so worth hearing because I love listening to you, your perspective and your observations. It's just always so perfect for the moment. It's just such a joy. And I'm just so grateful that you're here with us. And thank you for being part of this. And that's Chelsea Richens, everybody. So,
Well, thank you, Barbara. That was beautiful. And gosh, I really feel that you hear me, and I feel that we really share our being. And I'm going to introduce Mary. And I first met Mary in January of 2022 when I went as an alumni to the Catalyst program in Oceanside. And I remember meeting her in the lobby, and I was thinking about that earlier. And I think I remember we talked about red wine for some reason, but I look back and it was just so um, small talk.
Mhm.
And boy, have we really become friends. Mary is a professor. She's an author. She's she's made friends with the English language, and I really love listening to her. And she's about as snippy as Barbara is groovy, and which is probably not very snippy because Barbara's not very groovy anymore. And and if I had to give myself an adjective that I don't really like, I guess it's that adjective crass. So I don't think I'm very crass. I don't even know what it means, but I don't think I am that. But so welcome, Mary, one of my best friends, and I just love her.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. And nobody who sits in front of a plate rail is ever crass. It's elegant by definition. Well, I'm going to introduce Barbara, and you all know Barbara. But Barbara has been my saving grace because although I'm ashamed to admit it, I am still kind of a cranky person. And I think it's so many years of teaching where it was my job to be critical. And getting past that is a hurdle. But Barb is really good at calling me out when I'm like, oh my, you wouldn't believe. And she'll say, Mary, come to center. Let it go. You might have some ego that's involved here rather than, actual events as we know happen in energy. And she is just the best. She was my first facilitator. When I first heard about reconnective healing, I was just so driven to get going on it. And I drove, 300 miles from Spokane at that time where I lived, to Portland, Gresham, and got my facilitations and I got my reconnection. And now we're neighbors. We live about 5 miles apart because I'm stalking her. And Barbara is the best. We are all the best, and we are good friends. And you are our good friends too. And it's so wonderful to see you here.
thanks, Mary. And gosh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun to listen to. So thanks, everybody. And now I'd actually like to hear from you guys. Would like to hear what brought you today, and just what do you want to share, and what I'm curious as to what you're looking for and what you want to share with us. So, and if you want to raise your hand, we can tell you to unmute. Would be fun to hear from everybody. Okay, Christine. Unmute. Uh,
All right. It out.
oh, good. Thanks.
So I am here today because I really have a need and a heart to be connected to like-minded people. I feel almost like an island to my own right now. I'm going through a lot in life. And I had already decided to come to this meeting before I had a conversation with my sister yesterday. But she started a conversation about religion, and I grew up in an evangelical Christian home. And in the end, she tried to save me. So it's hurtful when you're forthright and honest about where you're at, hoping to have a connection and not just an agenda from her side. So I felt like I had been used, and it's nice to be here with people who truly, and I know that she truly cares about me, but I felt used. So it's nice to be here with people who genuinely understand and value my opinion as it is and just let it be. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys.
And Darren, I can see you wanting to jump right in, so feel free, go for it, dear.
Yeah, I suppose. I just was really connecting with everything everyone says. Yes to everything you all said. I agree with all the introductions for sure. And all of you are silly, so that's kind of why I'm here. Mary, you don't get to be the only one. Mary is very funny. Yeah, I'm just here to be surprised. And much of so yeah, surprise me. I'm here to improvise. And just to build a little bit also off of what Christina was just saying, or Christine. And Christina is the only one here I haven't really quote unquote met.
Hello.
So it's nice to see you. And just, yeah, I guess the look on my face was me building kind of on what she was saying, which is lately I've been enjoying interacting with other people in a non-judgmental way and verbalizing life in a non-judgmental way. And it's different. And so when you're doing it with people that kind of can get in that groove, it's really freaking cool. So I'm a little addicted to it now. So you guys know I have another little group that we get together every week, the four of us. We've been doing it for a while. We're just non-judgmental. It's like, here I am non-judgmental this week about fill in the blank. Then we just kind of go for it. So yeah, whatever you guys want to do or be, I'm up for it. Thanks for having me. Thanks for doing this.
You're so welcome, and thanks for sharing and being here. And Gino, let's hear from you.
Hi, everyone. And yeah, Christine, this is the first time I've met you, I believe. So nice to meet you. Thanks for your share. Yeah, I'm here because it's just part of a program that I put myself on for the last, I don't know, intensely, I should say, the last 5 or 6 months. I am 73, and at about 70, things started changing for me physically, and not for the better. And I started, I was working with doctors, naturopaths, all this stuff, and I says, there's something missing. What am I not doing? Where can I go with all this? And then I rediscovered reconnective healing because I had taken the courses in 2009, as some of you know. And then I studied that for about a year. And now, of course, I'm really looking forward to Sedona. And I've, taken all the courses online. I go to the meetings every week. Now this one is just another one I wanted to add for sure. And I'm studying courses with another individual that I really admire. So I'm working hard every day. Working hard is a relative term because it's not really hard work. It feels great. It feels great. And I'm breaking through things. I'm letting go of things, and I'm learning things all the time. And I'm so excited about Sedona. I know that's going to be, I really sense this is going to be a very big breakthrough for me. So, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
Love you, Gino.
Thank you for being here, Gino.
Mm.
Barbara, you muted.
You guys can't read lips, sorry. I was just saying thanks, Gina, for your presence. We really appreciate your being here, and I love, hearing your stories and your shares. So it's great, and so thanks. And Renee, I'd love to hear from you too. Thank you. I'm gonna take my hat off now.
Take your hat off to Renee.
You're muted, Renee.
Okay, I'm not on, okay. So I am here because I like the uncharted. I like the sort of opening of a new door, even though I've already seen your faces quite a few times in the last while. And I'm still back to see them once again, but in a different form, and not your faces, but same faces, different format. And I think that welcomes different interpretations and different ways of experiencing. Sometimes we get a little stuck in a pattern, and it's refreshing to just take a step back and maybe see something from a different angle and know that it's not the only way to do it. So I appreciate the fact that there is sort of a new beginning here, and we don't know where it's going to lead, and that doesn't really matter. It's going to sort of become whatever it is through the process. And I think that, opening the door to welcoming new faces and being a part of something is very healing and very integrative for everybody. And that hopefully whatever I share is of value to those who are present, and vice versa. And, none of us really know how something is going to resonate or connect with another person. But I feel that it's really important. It's a really important exchange. I like the term mutual aid. We're not here to sort of change things that we all have to endure or go through in our lives. I'm here to shed some light based on my perspective, perhaps from the past, and or whatever it is that I'm experiencing currently. So I just like to not be, the island or the rock, because I'm neither. And, in Paul Simon's song, he says, and a rock feels no pain and an island never cries. So yeah, I do both, actually. I feel pain and I cry. So
And that's totally okay. And that's part of our human experience.
yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you for this new beginning and for opening the door. And I guess we'll see where it all leads.
Yes, totally. Yeah, thank you. Great. And Cecilia.
Hey, I just love these ladies, these girls, these playmates of mine. And I just wanted to be here for your launch because you are so brilliant and so wonderful. And yes, you're silly and strong and crass sometimes, and I love it, all of it. And it's wonderful to hear different voices and to hear new ideas, and just the depth of where you guys go with your shares is just brilliant. And I'm so grateful that you're going to have this forum to continue conversations and to invite more and to expand, and it's just beautiful, brilliant. And so I'm so happy for you. And I wanted to smash the bottle of champagne on your launch.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, it is. I'm so excited that you guys are here and supportive of us. And welcome, Louis Therese. It's so nice to see you. I wasn't sure if you're going to make it today, but thanks for joining us. And we were all just kind of taking a few moments to share why we came today, and what is it that brought you here with us? If you'd like to share, you don't have to, no pressure. But if you do, you have to unmute.
Oh, there I am. I need
Yes.
some training. I think it's very important to have regular interaction with people who are thinking the same and are doing the same, because it strengthens you and you learn from the others' experience, and it makes a community that is very strong and inspiration as well. That's why.
Thank you so much. That's beautiful. We really appreciate you joining us. And go ahead. You have more? I can't.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Did you have more, or are you done?
Yes. I do have more. I am really planning to learn a lot from your people and to become also more active and more aware of what is everything around and how you can contribute and how you can improve. It's not very isolated. For me, it's in the last year or so that I have shared with your people, with Lexi, and on Wednesdays. That was awesome to me. So I'm very pleased about this one.
I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. Am I the only one, or are you?
I think your internet connection is going in and out.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Yeah,
But
I do have a problem with my signals. They are trying to sort it out. They promise me in 2 weeks' time everything will be in a much better shape. So please, I knew I have problems.
that's fine. And thanks again for being here. You're zooming with us from South Africa, so far a long ways
Yes.
away. So it's okay that you have a little trouble with your connection. Yeah. And it's interesting because this morning I was I have 2 cats. Most of you know about my big kind of fat cat, Grayson, who's just the cool cat. And then Dusty, who's like the little rascal who's sitting on my lap right now. And Grayson kind of got me to brush him this morning. And I went and sat on the couch. Dusty was sitting up in his perch, kind of taking a nap. And I just quietly sat down on the couch with Grayson, holding the brush. And as soon as we did that, Dusty's eyes popped open, and he jumped right down and came right between us. And it's like, I got to be brushed too. And, I was thinking this earlier, I was thinking about awareness, and just our awareness of everything that is, and our connection with the infinite. And it's like, how does he know that? He always knows. One of the cats could be upstairs and I'm brushing the other one, and boom, I can hear him jumping off the bed and running down the steps. They have this awareness that is just, I find fascinating. And I don't know, any of you who have animals probably can relate to this to a degree, but yeah, I just thought I'd bring this up and see if anybody had anything they wanted to share about that, because I just love it. I can't understand it any more than just all of our connections, but yeah, tell us, you have animals.
Yeah, I've been doing some dog walking, and I've been walking this 4-month little Forgy puppy named Zara, and I don't think she gets out walking much, but I've been taking her walking on each of my visits, and about 3 walks around the block, she knows where home is now. And she knows, like, as we're coming up on the property, and I just am so amazed about how it's like there's this force field and she's entered it and she knows that's her home and that's where she walks up the walk to the garage door. And there's probably more that we are aware of than we even, with our brain realize. If we can just tap into and just trust and know that there's so much there. But and I also want to share about, how this is a new gathering and everything, and what it might become or what it might evolve into. But you know what? That really doesn't matter. Nothing that this evolves into is going to make us happy or me happy. It's all right here. The happiness is right here, right now. If this never meets again, I just think it's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're happy now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Although it's interesting to hear everybody talk, and it's all about community. And, hearing Christine talk earlier, we all have relationships that have become a little strained sometimes when we either talk about what's most important to us in our spirituality or avoid talking about what's most important to us in order just to get along. And this is a place where we can just be ourselves and talk about what's important. And I'm sure we're all have been on different paths, and some of us do reconnective healing. Some of us combine that with other spiritual traditions, and it's wonderful. It's good. It's all good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we have about 2 minutes left because we're going to
Mhm.
sign off at 11:30.
Mhm.
So again, thanks so much. Anybody have any last comments or thoughts they want to share? And for those of you who arrived late, Louis-Therese, your lips are moving, but you're muted again. Don't forget, we now have an email address, talksontuesday333@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat again. So we'd love to hear your feedback, your suggestions, ideas, anything you want to see or hear. Oops, I put the wrong thing in. I
Go
can't
ahead
talk
and-
and type at the same time. Sorry, you guys.
There, I see Teresa has unmuted herself. Great.
Yay.
It really looks like I need some training. But what I want to say is really, you people are so much advanced and you have interaction on a much higher level. And for me, it is absolutely wonderful to interact. I watch your videos and I listen to you people. And I know somewhere there, if there's something that I need to hear or see. So I am very grateful for everyone that is giving, even in presence or whatever. There is something that you need, and that is there. That's why I know there is a reason why all of us have to be here and have to join. There is something to take home.
Mhm.
No hierarchy though, Teresa. I think you're going to host episode number 4 because I know you have as much to share as everyone else here. We don't, nobody has gifts up above and beyond the others. We are all capable of owning.
I agree. Level.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thanks, you guys. We're going to, we've been recording it, so we're going to upload it to YouTube. And we haven't thought about how we're going to get it to you, but I guess we'll post it on our Facebook pages. I think we know most of you. We have messenger capabilities if you'd like for us to share it, or just see it on our Facebook page or whatever.
And if
But,
you send us an email, we can make an email list and we can email it to you too, so we don't have to deal with Facebook's vagaries and glitches.
Yeah. Email us and get a direct link. We'll start at like maybe a little directory of everybody who would like to have the link every week. Directly into their email, which might be easier.
I love that, Chelsea. Yes, please. Thank you. You had my email already, so
great.
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here. It just means a lot to us. And yeah.
And let's stay connected throughout the week. And Christine, you know, I think we share a lot living on the illusion of an island sometimes. And, you know, reach out to me if you want sometime this week and for just a little moral support. And I invite everyone, let's communicate and grow together.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. Thanks everybody. I hate to say goodbye, but our time is up. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.